Alan here from Air Brake Info to bring the awareness to the public of a treadle valve problem that is causing accidents on our roads and highways. This problem has had recall after recall from the National Highway Transportation Safety Alliance and the National Highway Transportation Safety Bureau. The recall started in the 1970s and is still going to 2013. In 2013, the last recall was in the Bluebird school buses. Those buses handle our most precious cargo, our children. Even though the treadle valve has had recall after recall over the years in most of the manufacturings of the semi-trucks and buses, that is one problem. The next lying problem is the problem that lies within the valve and the housing that the driver is unaware about. This valve problem can cause a driver to have an accident at any time without his awareness. Here in front of me is an E6 treadle valve. This valve is 2 days old. The driver was lucky enough to go back to the garage and get it replaced before it caused an accident. This is an E6 treadle valve that the driver wasn't so lucky. This one caused the accident. You can see the corrosion and the buildup of debris in the top, which makes the valve malfunction. Over time, this happens without the driver's acknowledgement. This has happened time and time again, and it has caused no telling how many accidents. Even though Air Brake Info has tried to acknowledge the public since 2006 of this problem, like Bus Ride Magazine doing an article in 2012. You can see here of where it causes the bus to catch on fire. This is one of the problems with this valve that can cause without the driver's acknowledgement. Over time, accident after accident, a lot of times the treadle valve has not been accountable for the accident, leaving the driver to be the blame. When the driver is to blame, he can be charged with the accident, which he can lose his license, go to jail, or even go to prison. This not only affects the driver, but it also affects the driver's family. A lot of times it takes a second investigation to find that the treadle valve was the cause of the problem. And sometimes it's never found that the treadle valve caused it, leaving the blame to the driver or to something else. Here's an accident of a church bus that hit a Ford pickup head-on and injured a 4-year-old little child very seriously. In this investigation, they couldn't find out what caused the accident to happen, so it took a second investigation to find the treadle valve. Or the accident of letter number 26. A well-known Boston firefighter, Lieutenant Kevin Kelly, lost his life after going down a downhill grade and through a fence and into a school. Lieutenant Kevin Kelly lost his life that day, and it injured 3 other firefighters. The treadle valve was one of the main causes of this. The third accident, January the 19th, 2004. A young girl loses her life due to the treadle valve. Even though the treadle valve caused the problem, the driver was still charged with vehicular manslaughter. This is just a few of the accidents that is caused by the treadle valve and what the treadle valve can do in the dangerous situation of the accident. This is the brake pedal that the driver sees from inside of this cab. This is the treadle valve housing that holds the brake pedal in place, the plunger that sits on top of the treadle valve, and a rubber boot that holds the plunger in place. Over time, corrosion and deposits builds up in these areas. When this happens, this can stop the driver from having any brakes or cause the driver's brakes to lock up without his acknowledgement. This is a picture of the treadle valve housing, the plunger, and the brake pedal that pushes the plunger down to the treadle valve. Over time, corrosion deposits can build up in this area right here. When this happens, this treadle valve can malfunction at any time without the driver's acknowledgement. Even though it's not in the driver's pre-trip inspection, other than to check and make sure that the treadle valve works correctly, it releases the air. Over time, this has caused accident after accident on our roads and highways. This is what makes this so dangerous, because it's never known when this can cause an accident. Can you imagine an 80,000-pound vehicle plus mile per hour hitting a 3,000 or 3,500-pound car? The outcome is usually not good, and somebody is usually injured or killed on our roads and highways. February the 1st, 2012, CVSA did a bulletin on the treadle valve to make the awareness of the dangers of the treadle valve. Since then, we've contacted several government officials and have not responded or have any help other than Senator Claire McCaskill's office from Missouri. At this time, we'd like to make a special thanks to Christy Mercer and Cindy Hall that works in Claire McCaskill's office. They've spent time after time, phone call after phone call, email after email, trying to get us answers of why this problem hasn't been taken and why so many recalls over the years. Thanks to their office, we did get a response back from the National Highway Transportation Safety Alliance. In 2015, in February, they sent this letter. They said at this time they do not see any reason that they should start an investigation due to the deaths and accidents that it's causing on our highways and roads. Now I ask you, what is a life worth? For me, even one death is way too many. Here we have accident after accident, death after death, and injury after injury. Will you please contact your local senator, Congress, or Claire McCaskill's office and help me stop this problem? It's time to stop these accidents happening on the roads and highways due to this treadle valve problem. It's time for an investigation. Thank you. You can contact Senator McCaskill's office at 573-651-0964. Or for more information on the treadle valve problem, feel free to contact Airbrake Info at 573-475-8531. Please help me stop this from causing any more accidents on our roads and highways. We need your help. Please contact your local representative or Senator McCaskill's office. Let's help keep all the roads and highways safe. Let's don't lose any more precious lives than we already have. Thank you, and have a good day.